In the Srimad Bhagavad Puran, there are several incidents related to Krishna's infancy that delight our hearts when narrated. So observed Shukadev. He picked up a few. Parikshit sat with eyes wide open, soaking every syllable of the narrative. The infant had started turning on his side, said Shukadev. A celebration was organized on the occasion. Several women had assembled for the occasion at Yashoda's residence. Songs were sung to the beat of a dholak. The assembled Brahmins chanted shlokas. Yashoda applied an auspicious tilak on Krishna's forehead. In addition, she put a black mark on his temple to ward off the evil eye. After giving Krishna a bath, Yashoda put him to sleep in his cot. A little later, the child woke up hungry. He cried, asking for milk. But Yashoda was busy looking after her guests in another part of the Haveli. She did not hear Krishna's weeping. The peevish child started kicking against the cot with his tiny legs. Krishna's cot was lying under a cart. An angry kick by his tiny feet overturned the cart. Earthen pots filled with ghee, curd, milk lying on the cart tumbled to the ground and were smashed to pieces. Meanwhile, Trinvarta, an asura and a minion of Kansa, blew into Gokul as a hurricane. The land was used to wind storms that covered the earth with a thick carpet of sand. Such storms continue to be coming till today. However, Trinvarta's storm was unusually ferocious. From the skies, the sand rained in merciless waves. Visibility was reduced to zero. The winds roared and whistled like demons. They ripped through the thatched huts. The entire Braj Bhumi was covered with dust and darkness. By the time the storm subsided, Krishna was nowhere to be seen. He was missing from the spot where Yashoda had placed him for safety. Yashoda ran around the house, out into the courtyard and all over the neighborhood, crying, "Krishna! Krishna!" The gopis and their men, already harassed by the severity of the hurricane, did not know what to do. They all started running in different directions, looking for the young Krishna. Yashoda felt benumbed like a cow that had lost its calf. Remarkable image. As the storm subsided, everyone joined the effort to trace the child, while Yashoda wept without pause. Even Nanda could not stem his tears. Rishi Shukadev continues, Trinavarta had carried the child in his arms and flown some distance. But when the child's weight became unmanageable, he slowed down. He could not understand how this had happened, but a tiny baby, and he could not carry it. He could carry otherwise anything. From the moment he had abducted the young Krishna, the child had become heavier and heavier. Gradually, the child became so heavy that Trinvarta came to a complete halt. As he did so, the dust storm abated and things settled down completely. In the skies, Trinvarta struggled with the child, who was now heavy like a rock from the Nilgiris, and was strangulating the Rakshasa. Gasping for breath, Trinvarta fainted. His eyes popped out. He lost his speech. In moments, he collapsed and fell with a thud among the weeping gopis in the town square in Gokul. At first, the assembled cowherds and their women did not understand what was happening. An asura with disproportionately large limbs had fallen onto a rock and had been smashed to a pulp. They had never seen such a large mass of flesh. To the amazement of all present, says Shukadev, the child Krishna was playing on the heap that was left of the Trinavarta. The gopis gathered him in their arms and hurriedly carried him to his mother. They showered him with blessings all the way. Krishna had been delivered from the jaws of death, they thought. Each gopi had a tale to tell. I saw this, I saw that. Each one took credit for rescuing Krishna from the Rakshasa who lay dead in the Gokul square. Nanda and Yashoda distributed sweets to the entire town. They performed a yagya to ward off evil. Cows were given away in charity. On another day, Yashoda was nursing Balaram and Krishna. Both the boys eagerly sucked milk from her full breast, writes Shukadev. The supply of milk was inexhaustible. Such was Yashoda's love for Balaram and Krishna. As the boys satisfied their appetite, the young Krishna yawned. Perchance, Yashoda happened to look into his gasping mouth. The doe-eyed fond mother shivered at what she saw. Yashoda glimpsed the entire universe in her son's gaping mouth. Incredible as it was, she saw the firmament, the Milky Way, the sun, the moon, the stars, the constellations, the oceans, islands, rivers and mountains. She saw human beings, animals and plants. She saw winds blowing as well as flashes of lightning. It was a momentary vision. It disappeared as soon as she had had a glimpse. Seeing a smiling baby extending his arms to touch her cheeks, she soon forgot what she had seen. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jai Sri Krishna. Jai Sri Krishna. Jai Sri Krishna.